Hey guys, it is Friday, yay, and it is our 24th weekly vlog in our 2018 weekly vlog series, and I am so happy it's Friday. It's been a long week, it's been a lot of overtime. Today I put in 11 hours. I am so ready for the weekend, like so ready, but I am totally off now for the weekend. So I made some ropa vieja again in the crock pot. If you've missed our previous vlog, it's basically just Food Network slow cooker ropa vieja, and you can find the recipe. So I'll try to put that up here while I'm talking. I'm going to eat that, I'm going to relax, and then I'm gonna get up tomorrow and start over again because I'm just dead tired. I hope you guys understand, but that's gonna be it for Friday, but we will be back momentarily with Saturday. Good morning, it is Saturday morning, and I feel like a new person with a night's sleep after this work week. It's been a rough one, for sure. And don't get me wrong, I like my job, it's nothing like that. It's just you go through periods where it's not so bad and then periods where you're really busy, and this is one of those periods, but I hope that's sort of behind me for a bit. There'll be another cycle like that, but I think that was it. Yesterday was definitely a doozy day. I think I worked about 11 hours yesterday, so I'm tired. But like I said, I feel much better after sleeping. Sadly, Brian's at work today. And no, we don't work at the same place. It's a totally different reason that he had to go in today. But hopefully he'll be back with us this afternoon after he gets some stuff done. I am gonna, while he's gone, use the time to do a whole bunch of stuff. If you've ever had to work long hours, you understand you get behind on everything else at home. You're just too tired to do it during the work week. Like, I even try to do my laundry during the work week. I try to just keep everything. I do a little housekeeping every day, just try to keep things done so that the weekends we can just have fun. Unfortunately, this weekend I'm gonna have to do some stuff around the house. I'm gonna do one load of laundry. I think that's all I'll need to do. I'm going to iron our green screen. I know that sounds funny, but we have to fold it up when we're not using it. It's huge. And it gets wrinkles, and we've learned the hard way, if you don't get the wrinkles out, the green screen doesn't work right. It needs to be nice and smooth. And I'm gonna do some cooking. I'm gonna do some batch cooking. I cooked, oh, and I don't know if I ever, yeah, I did show it, the ropa vieja yesterday. And then I am also going to batch cook some cauliflower today, a bunch of organic cauliflower, and I roast it and then freeze it, and it reheats really well. I can't really tell it's been frozen at all. And then I am also going to make the last sunbasket meal. Luckily, our third meal was vegetarian. So the reason I say luckily is so we didn't have meat sitting around that long, because there was no way I was cooking last night. I didn't even finish work till well after our normal dinner time, so there's no way I was gonna just cook a big fancy meal. So that's kind of another interesting point. Brian and I both said this week, because I didn't know ahead of time I was gonna have to work late this week, we both said, for us, this stuff just isn't for us. I'm talking about the meal delivery kits. I'm not saying I'll never try one again. I might, because we've gotten some really good recipes of it. That's what I like about it. I've got things I can easily recreate myself. In fact, we've already remade a couple of things from, I believe it was the HelloFresh box. I've done the vegetable jumble again. That's really good. So anyway, I'm not saying never, but we're definitely not renewing this one. You'll see why when we do the review and the things I've already mentioned. But would I try a different one in the future or repeat one of the ones? Maybe, I don't know. But we feel like for us, it's probably not worth both the money, and we just don't want to be tied to have to cook on a work night. If we want to, that's great, but we don't want to have to in case either we work late or we're just too tired or whatever. We like our batch cooking. We've been doing that for years, and I think we like cooking in batch. It's efficient. The weekends we're home, we can do a whole bunch of it, get way ahead, and fill our freezers. Yes, we have two, and we're set. Here's the massive amount of cauliflower that I'm batch cooking. This is actually 4 packs of organic cauliflower. I buy it frozen, and I put it straight on the pan frozen. I put a little olive oil, a little salt, and that's it. And it takes like 40-45 minutes usually at convection 400, which my stove self-adjusts to 375 when you do that. It always bumps it down 25 when you're doing convection, and that comes out perfect. The laundry's in, the cauliflower's going, and before I cook the paella, I want to get this monstrosity ironed. This thing takes forever to iron. That's the big disadvantage. I am hoping when we move to another house. We can get one more room, which seems crazy for 2 people, that I can set up as a dedicated YouTube studio so that we could just leave the green screen up, because we have a rack for it. We just don't use the rack because it takes a while to put up and down, and leave it up so we don't have to iron it. That's on my wish list for sure. So ironing I go. Apparently I should have filled the iron up with water before I started. I am mostly done, but not quite done, and it ran out of water, and it's just not working without the steam. The wrinkles are very stubborn. So I think I'm gonna go make the paella while I wait for the iron to cool down, because I can't put the water in until it cools down. I sliced bell pepper, and this is the bell pepper we had to throw away that was rotten, so this is actually one of ours. So I actually kind of hope Brian does eat this, since we're actually going to use some of our food for it. And I have prepped everything else, chopped and rinsed the chickpeas, which are over to my left, but everything is ready to go, and this actually looks pretty simple. I will give this recipe points for ease because there was very little prep, and now that I've got it going, it just kind of sits for a while, and then I add the beans and let it sit for a little while longer. So it's kind of nice. This would be a nice meal to make after work because there's not much effort and you walk away. It takes like 40 minutes, but most of the time is it going without you doing anything. And the cauliflower is all nicely roasted and done. I'm gonna let that cool a little before I put it up to freeze. Yummy. Here's what the final dish looks like. This is the chickpea paella. This is a vegetarian dish. Ta-da! This looks good, and I already took a little taste. It tastes really great. This is definitely a hearty and tasty vegetarian dish. And to me, this was the easiest one to make. It had a long cook time, but it was super easy. It was more like put it in the pan and walk away, so very easy. Look who's finally home from work. Yay!
This guy? This guy.
Yeah, he had a long Saturday at work. But we are now going to record some fun, hopefully fun.
It's our new decor here.
They've been seeing me iron that this morning. That was a job. We're going to record some new videos for sort of Disney World tips. So we're going to do Animal Kingdom Lodge,
fun stuff,
Garden Grocer, and then Brian's having me do Fast Pass Plus by myself because I'm the only one who makes Fast Pass Plus reservations. So those will be coming out at some point. I don't know when. Yeah. I'm not going to edit those right away, but they'll be out. And since you see the green screen, we'll have some lovely Disney background, hopefully. One thing I don't think I've ever done is shown you guys my whole desk. I think I've shown you bits and pieces, but this is my desk upstairs. Brian's is right perpendicular to me to the left, and he's sitting in it right now. And so he just got me this brand new monitor, and it's huge. How big is this?
27 inches, curved.
And yeah, as you can see, it is curved. I don't know if that shows up well in the video. And I thought I would hate it because it's so big, but it's actually great, and I've already gotten used to it. I actually love it already. And we had these ancient monitors. I mean, they were flat screen, but they were really old flat screens, probably right when flat screens first came out. So I thought I'd show you around my desk there. I've got these, I actually have more than one. One's on Brian's desk right now. These Disney coasters I got at the Emporium at Magic Kingdom years ago. And Brian got me this Carmen in one of those claw type machines. I mean, years ago. I bet that's like 20 years old. Wouldn't you say that Carmen?
Probably.
It's really old. And then I have a TARDIS. And this is a USB hub. And sorry, this is going to be loud, but it actually makes the TARDIS noise when you plug something in or if you push that button. Sorry for the loudness. And then this guy's a little, he's one of those, if you roll him backwards, he rolls forward on his own, maybe. Very slowly. And then we got this back when Fun Finds used to exist at Disney, Downtown Disney, which is now Disney Springs. We got Happy the dwarf, Tsum Tsum, from one of those Fun Find bags, and then of course I got Pascal. And then we have our awesome Carowinds Thunder Road poster. We got this when Thunder Road was closing. We rode it one last time, and I rode that as a child with my father, so it has a huge nostalgia, you know, for me. And then of course, this is actually my favorite Disney souvenir ever if you've been following us. I got this at the Festival of the Arts at Epcot this year, and it's signed by the artist. It's a print. I love it. Absolutely love it. So that's my desk. We're enjoying a very peaceful evening on our screen porch. We've got our nice lights on, our water feature, and the cicadas are singing a song. Good morning, it's Sunday morning, and we had a lovely breakfast out on our screen porch. We're really getting good use out of that. For a while in June, it was so hot and humid, it wasn't super fun to sit out there. We did it anyway and turn the fan on, but it was really sticky. Lately, in the morning and the evening, it doesn't feel so bad, and it's in mid-July, so go figure. That's the way the weather goes. We are going to make, I thought it was just me, but Brian's already helping out. We're gonna make that Boma pasta salad that you see him make all the time. Only I'm gonna use zucchini noodles, zoodles, instead of the normal gluten-free pasta that we use. I don't know if it'll be good because one of the things the zoodles do is they leak water over time. And I don't cook them or anything, but they still do it. Over time, they just sort of seep water out. So I think it'll be good right when I first make it. Will it stay good? I don't know. We'll see. I'll find out. And we still have our green screen up because it's going to be up for a while. We decided to leave it up until the food and wine information comes out because we'll be doing our preview video. And it should be soon. I mean, it's not that far away till the first day of food and wine. So I would expect the announcements with all the menus and stuff to come out pretty soon. So we'll see. And I think we're also going to do a separate tip video on food and wine, talking about stuff like the sampler package and stuff like that. So I want to wait till that info comes out for this year because they do change those kind of things. And then last but not least, I don't know if I'll have time, I may record a video on my pen collection. That's been a common request. And if you don't know, in the past, we're avid pen collectors, and then that's slowed down over the years.
Not so much now.
Brian just said not so much now if you couldn't hear him. It's a couple of reasons. One, saturation. Disney will come out with something super cool. There'll be a few to choose from, and so you can collect it. They did this with Vinylmations. Then it does really well, so they come out with a bazillion, and then it becomes overwhelming. And you know, you feel like, well, I can't possibly have all the ones I want, and I don't know, for me that gets kind of frustrating. I know it sounds weird, but it does. But more importantly, the price has gone up so much. Like every trip we went on, we used to get at least one pen, and we try to pick something special, probably something limited edition. And then they've just gotten so expensive. And so we've actually quit buying pens almost completely. I can't remember the last time I bought a pen. And if we do buy one, a lot of times it's not even a limited edition or anything. It's just something we like. Like I think Brian's last purchase was Stitch holding a little pineapple drink, like it looks like a Lapu Lapu. And he thought that was funny. And so things like that we just think are cute or funny or that we enjoy. But that said, I have tons of pens from the years that I did collect, and so I will go through those. And then we do keep getting additional pens occasionally because sometimes the scavenger hunts at Epcot will have a pen as a reward, or sometimes food and wine sampler package will come with a pen, stuff like that. So we do still get pens, we just don't actively buy them very much anymore. So these are my 2 pen bags, which are pretty much full. I'll open those up for the video. And also, I have a drawer full of pens that I just haven't put in these yet, so I'll show those as well. What's going to be nice about this salad is it's going to be almost all vegetables with some healthy mayonnaise. We use this really healthy avocado mayonnaise. and some spices, and that's it. There'll be nothing else. So it's gonna be basically like a salad, like a true salad, not a pasta salad. And so here's my zoodle maker. It's, some people call it spiralizer, whatever. I get this on Amazon pretty cheap. They're at $20, give or take, and it works great. And you can make other things like curly fries and stuff like that with it too. All right, here's the finished product. It looks and smells amazing. It's funny how pungent those spices are. And if you haven't seen us make this before, the recipe is readily available online. Just Google Boma pasta salad recipe and it will come up.
This is the zoodle version.
Yeah, so this is not the traditional version for sure.
Try this. I'll eat over the bowl.
I don't care. It's just the two of us.
It's really good.
Really?
The spices are really good.
Oh,
So,
good.
like, the spices make it.
It really does. And I just feel like,
I like the pasta one.
I'm sure, that's what I was going to say. I'm sure the pasta's better, but I
That's
wanted to
fine,
make
too.
a slightly healthier, less carb-heavy version of it. So let me give it a try, see how I like it. All right, I'm going to give it a try now, see what I think. Oops, I just lost the spoon. Mmm.
It's good spices, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's tasty.
I actually really like, I like that almost as well as a pasta. Very good. So only 3 zucchini made enough zoodles to fill up a 7-cup container. I mean, yes, there's bell peppers and other things in there, but still, that's another note to myself, is maybe don't use so many zucchini next time. But we both really like it, so that's a nice modification. Some of you have asked us about the Dave & Buster's Star Trek coin pusher cards that we get from that. So you can turn these cards in sets for a lot of sort of ticket points to turn in for prizes, but also obviously you could collect them for yourself. There are 2 sets of 8 of the cards, and they do switch them out once in a while. This is the current set. There was a set before this, which we do not have because we didn't start going there before the first set occurred and before they retired that set. And of the current set, supposedly the Gorn cards are the rares. We don't know that firsthand, but that's what we have seen online. And the way you tell the difference between the regular cards and the hologram cards, like for the Board Queen, you can tell she's a hologram, but they all say limited edition right above Star Trek, versus you can tell that one does not say limited edition. So here are the sets, and as you can see, we are still missing Khan, the hologram version, from both sets, and we also have multiples of these cards. We have several stacks, but these are the actual sets as we have them so far. And we will definitely be going back when we're at Myrtle Beach, so this is something we'll continue to collect over time, but it's pretty neat, especially if you're a Star Trek fan. Hey guys, it is Tuesday. I almost said Wednesday. I'm wishing it was Wednesday. It's only Tuesday. Sorry I didn't vlog yesterday. It was another long day, and so I just really didn't have time, and there's literally nothing to vlog yesterday. So one thing I wanted to mention, those of you who follow me on social media already know this, but if you don't, I walk daily. During the winter, it's at lunch or some other time of the day, but in the summer, because of the brutal heat, like right now, the real feel here is 106. Good times. So I don't want to go walking right now. So I go walking first thing, like super early. It's actually still dark out when I start my walk, and it starts getting lighter. But I think I even finished my walk before true sunrise in the morning. Anyway, I walk in the morning, and I actually love it. I actually wish I could do it year-round, but because of the cold and the dark in the winter, I really can't. I mean, I guess I could walk with a flashlight, but I really don't want to do that. So what's really cool though about it, and the reason I enjoy it so much in the summer, is I see tons of wildlife. I have, you know, all the birds, of course, but I always see tons of rabbits. We have lots and lots of rabbits here. And so I'll put a picture of that while I'm talking. And then also, there's a super friendly cat. And I posted him, I'll put him up here too while I'm talking. I posted it on social media and people were like, oh, is he stray? And so, no, he's not stray. He is somebody's cat because he's always on the same front porch. He runs out when I get there and wants to be petted, and then he goes back to his front porch. He's such a sweet kitty though. Most cats are not that friendly. Very unusual for cat, and I'm a cat person, you know, by and large. And my folks have always had dogs and stuff. It's not that I don't like dogs. I'm just more of a cat. Like if I'm gonna have a pet, it's gonna be a cat. But anyway, he was super cute. He's just always cute. I don't see him every day, but I see him, you know, pretty often, and it always makes my day. I don't know, just sweet. Also, today was the last day of Old Navy having like a 40% off sale, and it seemed like, from what I could tell from what I got, even stuff that was already marked down, still got the 40% off that, which was awesome. So for $22.50, I got the 2 items I'm gonna put up right now while I'm talking. The No Drama Llama just cracked me up. I know it's corny, but I think it's funny because I actually love llamas, so I just like the shirt. It's funny. And the other shirt I always need sleeveless shirt. It's hot here. I've mentioned that. It's hot. And also we tend to go to Florida when it's hot there, and Florida's even hotter than here. So I'm always looking for sleeveless shirts. I love tank or sleeveless shirts, but that also look like nice shirts as opposed to just a plain tank top. I have nothing against plain tank tops, they're just not very flattering. They don't look that good on me. I like the swing style of this one. So both of those items together, thanks to the sale, were $22.50 with tax. I mean, you just can't beat that. It's like, I don't even think you could get that at a second-hand store. So that was pretty cool. I hate shopping. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that before. I hate it. I don't know, I don't like anything about it. I don't like going to stores. I don't like walking around malls. Don't like anything about it at all. So I sort of have to force myself to go, so I had to make myself go today, but totally worth it. And of course I tried on like 10 things to get the 2 things, but still paid off in the end. So today Brian is going to see Ant-Man, and if you're wondering, yes, I do want to see that. It's just not high enough on my list to go after work one day, so I can wait for DVD. I like the first Ant-Man, and I've heard a lot of people say this is even better than the first one, but I can wait. I can just wait for DVD and watch it in the comfort of my home. Brian still has his movie pass. Hopefully they don't go out of business. I don't know if you've seen the news, but they're not doing so well. But I dropped mine a while ago, so for me, the value is just not there. So I've just got a chill evening, so I'm actually gonna go work on editing some videos. I pretty much do that in all my spare time now, anytime I have a spare moment. And then tomorrow night, which is Wednesday, we're doing a date night. And so I am not planning to take the camera, just planning to go have a good time with Brian. We don't go out a lot. There's only 2 of us, so when we're home together, it's kind of like date night because, you know, we don't have kids. But sometimes it's nice to go do something special, so I'm not planning to film that. So probably won't be back with you until Thursday unless something interesting comes up.